last week, the Daily Mail came out with a report alleging that Republican South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem has been having a years-long affair with former top Trump aide Corey Lewandowski. In fact, according to multiple witnesses who spoke to the Daily Mail, the alleged affair between Noem and Lewandowski was basically an open secret among the campaign back in 2019 and 2020. Here's what some of them said. In the months leading up to the 2020 election, Noem and Lewandowski became virtually inseparable companions on the Trump campaign trail, the Mail reported. By then, their relationship was an open secret at the White House and among high-level GOP lobbyists and political consultants. It became a joke, says the Trump administration employee who had first seen them at AmpFest. Every time someone said something about how Kristi would be a savior to the conservative movement, someone else would say, right, the savior that's screwing Corey Lewandowski, but, they used a little bit stronger language there. Now, Kristi Noem right now, as I predicted over a year ago, is widely seen to be Donald Trump's top pick for a potential vice presidential candidate, right? Kari Lake is a little, Marjorie Taylor Greene, the other name being floated, is a lot. Kristi Noem doesn't have that kind of baggage. She's got the conservative credentials. She's anti-LGBTQ, she's anti-gay marriage, she's anti all of the things Republicans are supposed to be anti. She only has the one, so far, little scandal where she fired the state employee who wouldn't give her daughter the real estate appraiser's license, and that investigation that kind of went nowhere, even though that actually seems like a massive abuse of power. So, still a little weird that nothing happened with that. But other than that, she fits every box that Donald Trump wants his vice president to check. She has already endorsed him. She came out a week ago at a rally with him and, was happy to be there for some reason. But this is kind of a weird story here. Now, the Daily Mail... Let me just read this, okay? The Daily Mail on Friday, citing, quote, multiple sources, reported it had, quote, uncovered evidence of Lewandowski and Noem's fling, dozens of trips that mixed business with pleasure, private flights, and luxury resort stays. Neither denied the affair when asked by DailyMail.com. The governor issued a statement attacking us for the timing of the article, while Lewandowski did not respond to a request for comment. So based on that, it does seem that both parties involved, Noem and Lewandowski, Noem, by the way, who's been married for a couple decades, and ran for office as like a family values conservative. She says, marriage between a man and a woman is like the most awesome thing in the world. It's, the sanctity of marriage, all that. So yes, it would be a big fat piece of hypocrisy if these stories are true. Now, I can't say one way or another if these stories are true. I'm just reporting on what the Daily Mail reported. Her campaign, as far as we've seen from the Daily Mail's reporting, didn't actually deny it, but attacked them. And that's never a good sign, right? Like when somebody comes out with a story about you that says you did a horrible thing and your response is, how dare you say that right now? It's like, okay, but that's not a denial. So it is what it is. And most likely what it is another case of Republican hypocrisy. Because that's all we see from those folks. Like every day. I mean, the Lauren Boebert story is nothing but Republican hypocrisy. Republicans crying about law and order, Democrats are soft on crime. And then one, saying we should change the laws so Donald Trump can get away with it. Two, acquitting Ken Paxton of very obvious corruption charges against him in Texas this weekend. So yeah, y'all are nothing but a bunch of hypocrites on quite literally every single issue. And that's what this story is about. Whether true, whether not true, it doesn't matter. Kristi Noem, based on her other actions in office, is nothing more than a giant Republican hypocrite. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.